Good afternoon and welcome to our lightning talk. My name is Karen James and I'm a partner specialist for disaster recovery and resilience. And I'm joined here today by my colleague Vaishu. Do you want to quickly introduce yourself?
Hi everyone, I'm Vaishu Kadambi. I'm a partner development specialist covering security, resilience, and cloud apps.
Just a very small job. Thanks, Vaishu. We've got the tough job of the opening act for Dr. Ruba Bono's keynote at 3 o'clock. We promise we will make it lightning quick so that you have plenty of time to grab a seat, either in the ballroom or even in the overflow. Partners are absolutely critical to us to help our customers achieve resilience in their workloads and support them in realizing the value of and flexibility of the migration to the cloud. Over the next 15 minutes or so, Vaishu and I will give you a brief refresher of AWS resilience messaging and how our customers' need to achieve operational resilience is really the good opener for having a conversation around migration and modernization. Vaishu will then walk you through the partner opportunity that we see for you with a resilience conversation. She'll also highlight some of the go-to-market tools that we've developed and introduce you to resilience competency, which was launched last year at re:Invent. Getting validated against this technical high bar of this competency and coupled with a resilience offering is really a differentiating opportunity for our partners. Cloud adoption has really accelerated exponentially over the last few years. And with the emergence of compute-heavy workloads like Gen AI, the always-on, always available expectation is no longer negotiable for our customers. So despite disruptions of natural disasters, human error, or even the exposure to bad actors, systems need to provide continuous service. Our CTO, Werner, and I hope he's not here, he could not have said it any better. Everything fails all the time. We need to build systems that embrace failure as a natural occurrence and that work despite those failures. I'm sure Werner really never expected to feature this heavily in all our presentations, but his quote really does frame the importance of resilience. And Werner's call to action, it also underpins our customers' need to migrate and modernize. By migrating to the cloud, organizations reduce their dependency on on-premises hardware and software and are taking the advantage of the cloud's distributed nature, making the overall infrastructure more resilient to exposure of such localized incidents. By further investing in embedding resilience measures into their applications and architectures, customers can then move from compliance-driven and reactive to forward-looking and strategic, positioning them as leaders in their industry. And they realize the benefits by doing so. For example, the reduced cost of disruption, the achieved regulatory compliance, which prevents penalties, which can be very hefty, and the agility to scale up and down, depending on the demand, and most importantly, the increased customer trust. That's AWS, and you, our partners, we still need to influence a mindset shift here and help our customers pivot away from thinking, how much does it cost me to invest in resilience, towards how much value can I achieve with this investment? More reliable products and services drive increased market share and client retention for our customers. So I've been using the word resilience quite a bit so far, and that's on purpose. As I just mentioned, achieving high availability and resilience is a key driver for our customers to migrate and modernize. But, and there's always a but, integrating resilience into those types of conversations is not inherently organic. We really need to be intentional about resilience measures before, during, and after a migration. And this is to support our customers in achieving this balance between flexibility and resilience. The AWS Resilience Mental Model that you see here in front of you is a good depiction of what we mean with being intentional. When architecting for resilience, you, our customers and partners, will generally implement a combination of high availability and disaster recovery strategies to best respond to different types of disruptors. This approach highlights a very critical point. Achieving resilience in the architecture does not preclude our customers from thinking about a disaster recovery strategy. Resilience is not a one-time activity to be ticked off the list. Threats change, regulations change, and it's an ongoing engagement. Continuous improvement and ongoing observability and monitoring practices are a key in any business continuity plan. And we actually had a resilience roundtable yesterday with a number of our partners, and this statement is fully backed up by our partners. Resilience has indeed become a boardroom conversation. You can see some very impressive and scary numbers on the left-hand side, but going back to my earlier comment about achieving a mindset shift in our customers, let's work on focusing our customers on the right-hand side. By investing in resilience measures, the value created by reducing the cost of disruption and avoiding regulator penalties, for example, will far outweigh the cost of implementing those measures in the first place. So as you know, AWS offers a large number of tools in our migration framework to support you and our customers in the move to the cloud and the migration journey. But I also would like to add a call to action here. Incorporating a resilience assessment, for example, in the initial stages of mapping out a migration or modernization path for your customer will provide you with a good understanding of the required resilience level for each application. And it will help you determine the migration path for each workload. The findings of such an assessment could support the case to re-platform or refactor rather than just do a lift and shift due to the business continuity requirements of such a mission-critical workload, for example. So a move to a fully managed cloud-native database provides native durability and high availability, and it will allow the application to function despite the loss of individual components in an availability zone, for example. We do see a tremendous market opportunity here for our partners with leveraging resilience in your migration and modernization engagements. It really delivers a differentiating message. So now that I've covered the why of resilience for our partners, I'm going to hand over to Vaishu, who has some very compelling arguments to support my conviction why resilience as part of a migration and modernization path is differentiating for you as our partners.
Thanks, Karen. Okay, so now that Karen has gone, I wanted to translate what we've covered so far into the opportunity this presents to all of you, our partners. Let's talk about the critical importance of resilience in cloud applications. Our research shows us that customers are struggling to meet their resilience goals on their own, and consequences are severe. An IDC InfoBriefs report has revealed that over half of organizations reported 10+ hours of downtime in their critical cloud applications last year, leading to reduced productivity, revenue loss, and damage to their brand reputation. The report also showed us that only 1 in 5 organizations are consistently meeting their SLA goals for these critical applications, which is crazy. When organizations partner with third-party providers for resilience, they're twice as likely to meet their SLAs compared to going it alone. However, only 38% of organizations are currently taking advantage of this approach. This presents a huge opportunity for you all. With 62% of customers still handling resilience independently, there's a clear need for your expertise and support. By partnering with you, these organizations can dramatically improve their resilience outcomes, protect their operations, and safeguard their bottom line. Amazing. By integrating the focused motion of resilience in your migration and modernization engagements, you'll create a significant market segment opportunity through specialization. Okay, so I know you're wondering, does specialization actually really matter? So I have some eye-opening stats from you from a Canalys study. We learned that 87% of customers rank vendor specializations in their top 3 selection criteria during the partner procurement process. Even more revealing, 60% of customers highlighted competencies as their #1 criteria for partner selection. For those of you working with multi-cloud customers, AWS competencies and certifications carry even more weight. A staggering 65% of these customers ranked specializations as extremely valuable. And as you can see from these stats, customers think that reputation and capability and competencies are even more important than cost. Okay, let me share some compelling data that I have so much data, but let me share some data that underscores the immense value of expanding your service offerings. A recent Canalys study revealed that AWS partners who provide a comprehensive range of services across the customer lifecycle can generate a remarkable $6.40 for every dollar of AWS consumption data, or consumption. Even more impressive, 61% of this multiplier value was achieved in the first year alone, based on a 3-year assessment of cloud consumption. Most customers lack the in-house expertise or staffing to effectively design, architect, deploy, and manage a robust IT resilience plan and disaster recovery strategy. This is where you, as our partners, can step in. Your domain knowledge, industry insight, and subject matter expertise in resilience is not just valuable, but it's essential. In essence, by integrating resilience into your service and consulting offerings, you're not just solving for a critical customer need, but you're unlocking multiple revenue avenues for business growth. You're positioning yourself to capture a larger share of customers' cloud journey from initial migration through ongoing optimization and resilience management. Okay, so I know you're thinking, wow, the partner opportunity here looks amazing. You're wondering, how do I get started? And how can I really differentiate my resilience offering? So we recommend joining the AWS Resilience Competency Program. Our VP of AWS Specialists and Partners announced the launch of the AWS Resilience Competency last year in her keynote, and we've had many partners validated for our competency, which just shows the relevance of this topic. In this competency, there are 3 different categories that customers are looking for when building business resilient applications: resilience design, resilience operations, and resilience recovery. To be a core AWS Resilience Competency Partner, you can get validated in all 3 of these categories, but just to get validated in the competency, you can just get validated in one of them. Yeah. Amazing. So now let's talk about the unique benefits that achieving the resilience competency can bring you. As you can see, there are so many benefits. I'm just going to highlight one of them because it's really, special to our team, but I wanted to highlight AWS Partner Equip, which is a 4-day technical training enablement event that we put on annually in NAMR, EMEA, and APJ. We give you access to service roadmaps, meetings with executives, things like that. And we're constantly working on improving our benefits, after hearing your feedback. For example, for Partner Equip, we just added a sales and alliance track this year so that your alliance leaders can now benefit from tailored content to boost your go-to-market strategies. So all of this is on our public URL page. Feel free to dive a bit deeper at your leisure. Okay. Lastly, I wanted to talk about some resilience go-to-market tools that are available to our competency partners. We've built out a number of resources, guides, and go-to-market best practice packages. The Partner Message Map for Resilience is a tool that outlines key messaging around resilience at AWS and provides suggested text for you to use for marketing your resilience packages. The first call deck and corresponding guide for building resilience offerings outlines the business case for building your resilience offerings, as well as tools and programs available from AWS to help you develop your resilience practice. One thing that I think is, or all of them are cool, but something that's super cool is our lead generation support mechanism. So it gives you access to joint webinars, co-branded white papers, as well as a sales meeting generator, which is very cool. If you want to learn more about any of these, you can access them on Partner Central. Just look up the keyword resilience. Okay, so you learned all of this stuff from me and Karen. So what is the call to action that we're giving you guys? What can you do next? We encourage that you start thinking strategically about when and how to embed resilient assessments into your migration and modernization conversations with your clients. To help you with this, we've developed several resilience frameworks that you can learn from and reference. These valuable resources are all on Partner Central, just ready for you to leverage. For those of you who already have a resilience offering or practice, I strongly suggest that you join the AWS Resilience Competency Program. This is essential in positioning your business at the forefront of cloud resilience solutions since, like I mentioned before, a majority of customers rank specialization as the #1 criteria for picking partners. But it's not just about impressing customers. Specializations are also really essential when catching the eye of AWS sellers. Here's an insider tip. Only specialization partners get recommended to our internal partner matching engine. So internally, we have a tool for every open opportunity in AWS. It gives partner recommendations based on like your ACE opportunities and what you've worked on before, and the only way to get in there is through specialization. So not only are you getting more visible to customers, but you're becoming more visible to AWS itself. So if you're interested in learning anything more about the resilience competency, make sure to reach out. You can reach out directly to me or Karen, or you can look at our public URL page, or you can come to our booth. It's right there. It says Resilience Partners. We would love to meet you. But yeah, don't hesitate to reach out. We're here. But yeah, thank you guys so much. If you have time, please leave some survey or fill out the survey and leave us feedback. And thank you for your time. Have a lovely day.
Thank you.